Hey guys, also welcome to another video of mine. It's Kamar. This is another transfer video of mine regarding Barcelona, Malcom and Willian, the swap exchange, and I'm absolutely shocked. When I heard this news, when I saw this news, I nearly fell off my chair because I was laughing. I could not believe what the reporters were saying. But the reason why I'm making this video, because it seems more reliable now. This broke about 3 hours ago. Right, it was the Mail Sport, the Mail Online. Now, obviously, they are one of the most reliable reporters, but I thought I'd let more sources, more outlets report on this. And to my surprise, that's exactly what happened. But before I do get into that, before I start this video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and don't forget to check out my social media links, which will be in the description below, and comment down below your thoughts on Willian and are you happy if this deal ever went through. Now, what the reporters are saying, what Mail Online said, is that Barcelona are still keen to sign Willian from Chelsea. They believe that their three bids that were rejected in the summer, they want to go back in for him. They believe that Malcom, who they signed for Roma, 38 million, it didn't quite go through, and they want to basically try again. They believe Willian is the answer to their solutions. And I find this comical because Willian has been poor this season. He's been very, very poor. He's always been poor though. He hasn't ever scored more than 10 goals in the Premier League season. His best ever goal season was 8 goals in the Premier League, and that was under Antonio Conte. And he scored this season 2 goals in 20 games. Now that is a shocking record for a right winger who starts consistently game after game, week in, week out, and still only gets 2 goals in 20 games. And the fact that Barcelona are so interested in Willian, really are trying to pursue him. And not only this, they're going as far as bidding 50 million for a 31-year-old winger who is on the decline for Malcom as well. I find this comical. I found this unbelievable and hard to believe. I could not believe what I was reading. But what makes it even funny is it's actually true. Now, if this still ever happens, the Barcelona board are worse than our board. I'll never ever think I thought our board was one of the worst, but it seems like Barcelona even worse. You're willing to bid 50 million for a declining 31-year-old winger for Malcom, who's a young prospect, got a huge future, got so much potential, who hasn't, really settled in at Barca because the move was too soon, but we could develop him. I find this unbelievable. If I was a Barcelona fan, I'll be absolutely fuming how they're allowed to let this happen. I mean, this is shocking. I thought that, us rejecting large amounts of money in the summer was criminal by Marina. I thought that how are we rejecting 60 million? But looks like we have our second chance. Marina, Chelsea, I really ask you sincerely, do not fuck this up. I beg you, do not fuck this up. This is really impressive. This is really impressive news. But then after the Mail Online, after what they reported regarding Barcelona really keen to bid for Willian, and also they're willing to give Malcom in the bit part exchange. Sakari Sokol, he reported that Barcelona are willing to bid 50 million for Willian and put Malcom on top, and obviously he's very, very reliable. Obviously worked for Sky Sports News, one of the most reliable sources and outlets out there. He reported, then Sky Sports 5 minutes later reported that Chelsea and Barcelona are close to agreeing a fee for Willian for the 31-year-old winger for £50 million plus Malcom in the bit part exchange, and apparently it's going to be close to be finalised. And then after that, Guardian and other reporters started to go on it, and now Twitter's completely blown up, and I find this comical. I didn't believe it at first, but it looks like it can actually become a real possibility, and I can't believe it. I cannot believe my eyes. I can't believe this is an actual possibility. The fact that this can actually happen, and that's what the reporters are saying. Now I want to get into my opinion. Now, obviously, if you want to know my opinion, I think that we should take the money and absolutely leg it. We should run. Willian, you've been good for when we've needed you. You've been poor all the time, but thank you for your service. It's time for you to go. He wanted to go to Barcelona in the summer. Now he gets his wish. It's good for all parties. Barca get their man. Willian goes to Barcelona. He's happy. We get our 50 million. We run. And if this happens, it's an absolute daylight robbery. And it's a farce how Barcelona are allowing this to happen. This will be the biggest finesse of all time, if you ask me. How we are getting 50 mil for Willian, who's got 2 goals in 20 games. His best ever season was 8 goals in the Prem season, who barely scores. His decision making is poor. He can't make a decision. He's brain dead at times. Yes, he's been very good at times. He's been a good servant, but Jesus, 50 million. The world's gone mad, like I said yesterday in yesterday's video. 31 years old as well. It's not like he can improve. 31 years old for him. And we get Malcom, who's very young, got a huge future, huge potential. I think it's an absolute no-brainer. And if we even think about rejecting this, then Mourinho needs a massive head check, because his contract is running down as well. We're not planning to tie him down. He's 31 years old, going to go into 32 soon. He's not offering us. We're looking to get a right winger. Pulisic is a replacement, but another one wouldn't do harm, for free as well. 50 million plus Malcom. I'm absolutely flabbergasted, and I'm completely shocked that this is even, you know, about to happen. Now, that's what the news outlets and reporters are reporting there. And that's regarding Malcom and Willian. That's the Malcom Willian swap deal, or like I said, Sky Sports, BBC Sport, Guardian, and also the Mail Online, who are the first reporters to break it out. Now, if you want to know if they're really that reliable now, I can confirm they are very reliable. They're one of the most reliable out there. They also broke the Pulisic news before anyone. They broke it before Sky Sports, so there's quite a bit of confirmation that they're quite reliable, so you can trust them. So that's really, really good. Really, really positive news. So, you know, you have to worry about the validity or, you know, reliability. Is very, very reliable. So hopefully this one does pull through, because this is amazing, absolutely amazing. Now, that's regarding the Willian and Malcom swap deal, which fingers crossed it does go through. Now, the second part is Nicolo Barella. Now, it was in reports this morning that Nicolo Barella is, you know, not happening. Apparently the deal is off. Now, Chelsea are willing to put the money that Cagliari president is asking for, which is around the 45 million euro mark. The money is not an issue. We are willing. We really want the player. The president has accepted that he wants Barella to come to us. But the one issue is Nicolo Barella. We haven't agreed personal terms. He doesn't want to come here. He really wants to come here. However, he's worried about the game time. Now, apparently he has a wife and they're expecting a second child. So he wants to come in the summer rather than now. So there's a bit of a hold up over there regarding that. And also he's worried about playing time. But obviously Gianfranco Zola and Barella, who are both working together, playing together where they came from, Cagliari. Hopefully that he can try and convince him. Remember, Nicolo Barella, he can play across anywhere in the midfield. He can play in Kante's position. He can play Jorginho's position. He can play in the number 8 position. He's got a nice shot on him. Yeah, that's the thing. So game time wise, I don't think it's too much of a worry. He'll get plenty of game time. He's young, remember. He's got a massive future ahead of him, has world class potential, and hopefully Zola can do his magic and convince him to come and join Chelsea. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with that one. But hopefully it does pull through. But Sky Sports did report this morning that the deal could be off, but hopefully it does turn around. You know how these things work. But he's worried about playing time. If he can try and convince him, hopefully the deal does pull through. We've already agreed with the money and the present, etc. So that's not an issue. Now, regarding Leandro Paredes from Zenit St. Petersburg, that looks like that's going to be finalised by the end of the week, like I reported. Fantastic player, good Fabregas replacement, got a nice shot on him, really, really nice range of passing and fantastic backup, and he's still relatively young. A fantastic player when he was at Roma as well, so I think it's a nice quality signing. That's going to be much cheaper, around the 20 to 25 million mark. And finally, the last piece of transfer news does regard Gonzalo Higuain, and apparently according to the Standard Sport, which is written by a journalist, Simon Johnson, who's relatively quite reliable, did state that Gonzalo Higuain's agent slash brother, Nicolas Higuain, is currently in London negotiating with Mourinho, the board, and also Maurizio Sarri to basically finalise a deal soon. Now, there are some complications. Simon Johnson did reveal that he is in London to basically finalise a deal, but there are some complications, he did state. Now, number one, Juventus are given the green light, but under one condition: they want Chelsea to actually buy the buyout clause to basically sign him permanently. Obviously has a 32 million euros option to buy. Juventus will only accept this if Chelsea are willing to pay at the end of the fee. Obviously Mourinho does not want that. No Chelsea fan want that. He's 32 years of age. We don't want to buy it. It's too expensive for that kind of for a player that's probably past his prime. He's 32 years of age. And yeah, so there's some complications there. Also, batsman Batshuayi has returned to Chelsea from Valencia on loan, so he's back at Chelsea. Most likely either be sold or loaned back out. But regarding Higuain, we'll have to see what happens. AC Milan are reluctant to sell, but after the president's comments, Higuain's upset. He wants to rejoice with Sarri. He wants to come to Chelsea, or like I said, his agent, reported by the Standard Sports, is currently in London negotiating and trying to finalise a deal with Mourinho and Maurizio Sarri. So I have to see and wait to see how that develops and see how that goes on. But that's all the Chelsea transfer news regarding today. If you did enjoy this transfer video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.